All right, so today is going to be the first day of my Dreamer podcast. This is what it's called. And basically, we're just going to start off very simple. I'm very excited to start off this new journey, of starting my podcast. I always wanted to do it, but never knew when to start, how to start. And although it may seem like, it's very difficult, which at first I thought it was going to be difficult, but it's actually very simple. But one of my favorite podcasts in the world that I've been listening to, and actually been listening to for quite a while, is called The Mindset Mentor by Rob Dial. That podcast has basically pushed me to do my very own podcast. He mentioned in a quote, or actually, I'm not sure if it's a quote or one of his podcasts that he mentioned this, but you need to start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere, basically. So you need to begin. Yesterday was the best time to plant a tree. And today is the second best day to plant a tree. So what I'm trying to say is you basically need to start somewhere. You need to start immediately if you want to begin by doing something. All right? So that's the introduction. My name is Kevin Cabrera. And I am a fitness instructor, fitness coach. Today is January 1st, 2023, and I'm beginning my journey as a podcast. I really wanted to upload this on YouTube. I'm not so good at knowing where to put all these podcasts on other podcast platforms. But this is where I'm going to begin because I've been doing YouTube for a little while. I know how it works. So I'm just going to start there. So this is going to be the first episode. This is not going to come out until next year. Again, this is just a test run. See how it goes. So I just want to build up material. But in today's topic, we're going to be talking about failure. Failure. If failure was a family member, I would be its brother. Because, man, I have failed a lot, so many times in my life, and it's not even funny. And recently I have failed so much that, sometimes it can get to you. It can get to your head, right? It can get to you physically, it can get to you mentally. And I think I got the best of both worlds. I got both of them, mentally and physically. I have failed mentally, I have failed physically, and I feel like I have also failed emotionally as well. Not only to myself, but to other people that I'm surrounded with, people that love me. So just want to make sure that I want to address it, I want to talk about it. And so this is what this first episode is going to be about. So if anybody can relate, or if anybody has gone through failure, just listen up, because I got some sort of way that you can overcome it, how we can embrace it and become a better person out of it. So here we go. So what is failure? So I believe failure is very different. It can mean very different things, right? To many different people. For example, you failed to talk to that girl because you are scared. So that could be failure to you. Failure could be failing a test or a quiz, and meaning that the repercussions of that is getting whooped by your bum's ass or something like that, right? I can see from experience. By failing a test, failing a quiz, that can mean failure to you, or it can mean failure by disappointing, people that are close to you. That's what failure can mean. So again, I just want to mention that failure has many different points of views for many different people. I just want to talk from experience, right? So whenever I have failed, I think it has destroyed me mentally and physically, as I mentioned earlier. And it's a very hard concept to basically uprise from it, or to overcome it. You can either let it consume you, or you can learn from it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did both. I believe that what I did to overcome it is to acknowledge it and embrace it. I think that's one thing that has helped me succeed over my failures, over my past failures, is to overcome and accept that I failed. Now, here's the next step. Here's the next thing that's going to be very important for you, is how you're going to bounce back. Either are you going to let it sit down, whine, you're going to let it take you, or are you going to do something about it? Are you going to take an action to improve, right? Because you can't be fooled twice. You have to make sure that you learn from this experience. I believe that whenever you fail, it's a test from the universe. It may be a test from God, meaning that you're just not ready for that moment. You need to be mature. You need to learn from it. So I believe that is what failure means. At least to me. It can mean many different things. But to me, that's what failure is. You have to learn from it and hopefully take an action to not make the same mistake again. So again, failure can mean many different things to many people. And I believe that my approach of how I overcame failure is to embrace it, acknowledge it, and take actions to not repeat it once again. All right. So again, this is just my way of how I approach failure. Maybe if you guys have any suggestions on how to overcome failure and how you guys have overcome failure, please let me know. Message me. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. I would like to hear you guys out and want to see how we could overcome it. So this is pretty much for this episode. I think this is pretty good. 7 minutes in. I'm actually quite impressed, for actually beginning this podcast. But this is going to be something simple. This is something I'm going to do every Friday, and it's only going to be uploaded on YouTube. Hopefully, once I become better and better at it, you'll approach to different platforms. But that's it for today's video. If you guys like it so far, sorry for the background noise. I can't do anything about it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little talk about failure and how we can overcome it. Again, if you guys have any suggestions, any questions, please let me know. We'll be here. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys, and take care.